I am a huge fan of The Loud House. Okay, when I first heard about this cartoon back in 2016, well, I thought it was pretty dumb at first. But then one day, I gave it a second chance, and I am glad that I did. I fall in love with this franchise ever since I keep on watching it. I've got tons of action figures, comic book. I have seen a lot of seasons, well, despite season 5 being my least favorite, and I have watched all of the Loud House movies. Well, by the time that I am recording this video, today is November 21st, the day when the Dirt Loud House movie comes out, and I cannot wait to watch it later on. But I'm also pretty skeptical if it's going to be actually really good or probably not. Well, I love the first movie that came out in 2021, but the live-action Loud House Christmas movie, I didn't like it at all. Well, the really hunted Loud House, live-action Loud House Halloween movie, well, it was better than the Christmas film, but it was not great. The Casa Grande movie, well, it was actually an upgrade to the first Loud House movie. The Loud House movie, No Time to Spy, however, was excellent, but the live-action Loud House Thanksgiving special, it was decent, I guess. But right now, I am about to watch a 7 Loud House movie, which is called Naughty or Nice, and it is the third movie of the animated Loud House movie, which means the Loud House movie now has a trilogy. So, will Naughty or Nice surprise me just like No Time to Spy did, or is just going to be just another garbage movie, just like the live-action Loud House? Well, we're here to find out. The movie starts at 5:15, so I'll see you guys after I watch the movie. Well, I just watched the Loud House movie, Naughty or Nice, and once again, I absolutely enjoyed it. Well, I can't spoil anything that happened in the movie, so unfortunately, you will have to wait until I make a comparison video with this movie and the new SpongeBob film. So sorry. Okay, for a 90-minute movie, the pacing was pretty good, in my opinion. The Loud Sisters has even more screen time than they did in the previous movies, and they even give them much to do, just like they did in No Time to Spy. Lincoln Loud once again go through a character arc, but this time, that kind of character development, it makes sense for his character, and I relate to him even more in that movie. Well, I like the elf guy named Duncan. He reminded me of Angus a little bit from the first movie. Well, except him and Lincoln had their disagreement, and then they start to understand each other at the end of the movie. There's a much stronger consequences to the plot this time around, and although the comedy is not that strong, but the comedy scenes that involve the character Lucy, well, again, I can't tell you what specifically happened with her. The comedy with Lucy Loud was hilarious to me, into the point that I prefer the comedy over the Plankton movie. But with that being said, there are a few parts that I don't like, and that is the overall story. Well, in case that you guys are going to wonder, no, I am not going to criticize this movie for not being grounded, because that is the exact same complaint that I heard about the Loud House now these days, and I think that's dumb. My actual problem with the story is that it just felt rushed. Yo, I know I said that the pacing was was pretty good, but it felt like that the movie could have been much longer, and to an extent, well, the first Loud House movie slowed down the story and took its time to flesh out Lincoln's story, and this is why I am so positive with the first movie. Well, Naughty or Nice on the other hand, however, while the story is good, it felt like it is not long enough, and I can see the generic side of this movie. And another problem that I had is that they just literally add a Ninja Turtles reference into the movie, but didn't do anything or even take advantage of that. Okay, well, on paper, I am happy with that cameo, but it just makes it seem like that Rita is going to have a subplot of her own about something about the Ninja Turtles, but no, it wasn't. It was just all for nothing, I guess. And about the climax of the movie, well, it actually doesn't feel like a climax, and it's more like an action scene, shootout, whether you guys may prefer it. But overall, Naughty or Not was an improvement over the live-action version of the Loud House Christmas movie. So, like always, it's time to rate the scores. The Loud House movie Naughty or Nice gets a high 6 out of 10. Well, it was a fun movie, but I don't think it is as good as No Time to Spy, the first movie, or even the Casa Grande spin-off movie in this fact. But hey, maybe my score will get higher once I watch this movie again. But as for right now, I will just expect the worst out of the Loud House franchise. That way I won't be disappointed. Alright, now that I have seen the third Loud House movie, now I have to watch the fourth installment of the SpongeBob movie, which it is coming out next month, and I will be reviewing this movie as well, without any spoilers. Well, anyway, if you enjoyed that review, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and comment down below and tell me your own opinion about the new Loud House movie. My name is Isaiah Belfort, and I'll see you guys next time.